Hello, Internet. Welcome back to our. I just put the first episode up on YouTube. I think I just called it Fire because I'm a creative individual who comes up with really creative and interesting, engaging names for their series. Yeah, I think it's just called Fire. I don't remember what we were doing, but I do notice that all of our health is perfectly fine with the exception of our head. And the reason for that is because we have armor on most of our body except for our head. So I think we really ought to look into crafting really anything, even just basic clothing for our head would give some amount of protection. So like we're wearing this baseball cap that's very damaged. So I think one, we can dismiss the ball cap because that's really not doing anything for us. Time is it? It's 3 in the afternoon. I don't remember when we slept last. Let's go ahead and start a fire and see what we can craft for our head. Probably minimally a turban, which would give, I think, 1 point of protection. And then we can probably throw a hat on as well. We might even put the ball cap back on now that I'm thinking about it. Just because we don't have a very good... Oh, that's right. We also got knives because we were going to make a knife spear. We did make a quarterstaff, but I would really like a ranged weapon because our head is just in so much peril right now. So go ahead and check out our clothing for our head. See what we got. Safety glasses. That's not really a head item. Noise canceling headgear does cover the head, but it would deafen us. We can make a turban. We can make a pot helmet. Pot helmet actually would not be terrible because it is like proper armor. It's really the only thing we're going to be able to craft that is proper armor. Oh, I just ate an ice cream sandwich before recording, and I regret it because I can feel the dairy product just congesting my body. We do not want to make this out of our single only pot. I think we'll go down to the house to our south and see if we can drum up a secondary pot, just because we do need something. Honestly, we don't necessarily need a pot at the moment. 50% coverage, 1 protection from the turban. Yeah. So I don't think there's anything else we're really going to make that's going to give us any kind of protection. It's going to just be that pot helmet. Until such a time, tinfoil gives 4 cut protection. Interesting. Just because, ooh, hooded hard hat, eh? It requires a pre-made hard hat. Of course it does. So that's not really an option for us. Same with the mining helmet, I would imagine requires, yes, a helmet to begin with. We could go around looking at zombie corpses and see if we could drum up a helmet of some sort. In fact, I'm willing to bet there probably are helmets out here. There is a zombie in our base, because of course there is, because they just know where we live at all times. Let's go ahead and see if we can source ourselves some kind of helmet. Really any kind of helmet. I'm guessing the cob zombies might have something on them. There is a bike helmet, so we'll grab that. See what else we got. Ski mask, no thank you. Check the cob zombies. Possibly a riot helmet, no, nothing. A wedding veil, probably not great head protection. Everything is corpsed. Corpsed is pulped, which is good. Let's go ahead and step up to our front door. I do think most of the things around us are far enough away we're not really in danger. Grab the umbrella while we're here. Grab the rucksack while we're here. And no other helmets, huh? Possibly out here, I believe there was a... Oh, was there not a cop corpse out here? There is another bike helmet. Let's peek just the brainless over there. Okay, what do you guys got going on? No, really don't want any of that. So let's grab this other bike helmet. Now I believe that we can craft with damaged, so we're gonna need detergent. I think we found multiple boxes of detergent. Let's head to the basement. Well, to our north, was there a pond, or was it? No, just to our east. And going over there would expose us to a lot of enemies, because if I remember right, at the northern area there were enemies. You know what? Let's just... Oh, we don't have a washboard. Let's make a washboard real quick. Washboard. Bam. Okay, let's also wield the quarterstaff because that is a superior weapon to the Halligan bar at the moment. Go ahead and drop... Okay, we don't need the books. Okay, yes, this is the unsorted pile. Drop the books, drop the water, drop all that. You know what? Okay, well, if we're gonna make a trip, okay, so let's think this through. If we're gonna make a trip over to the water source, we might as well boil everything that we have. Oh no, don't not boil. Clean all the water we have. I do believe we have an empty jug, so let's go ahead and make 15 of this. Pour in a container, gallon jug. That way we have an empty container in our inventory that we can then fill with water since we're already heading over there. Do we have any other empty jugs that we would want to take with us? I don't think so. We could empty some of these 3-liter jars. Fruit jam is pretty good, though. It's high in sugar, has a lot of calories to it. Whiskey, well, vinegar, well, it's fine. Let's just go over with what we have. Okay? This is, hello, you're at my front door, including a fat zombie. Where, like, I just don't get where they're coming from. We were just out front, and all we saw was one zombie way over here. So I just don't know where they're coming from, but they're always coming for me at all times. Please don't hit me in the head. Thank you kindly. Definitely take the pocket knife. Take a good lighter. An MP3 player with a battery is very good. Don't really need a cigarette or the candies, but I guess we will pick them up. Fatty, are you going to come in here and make trouble for me? Let me help you with your door. There you go. Come on out. Whap. Ooh, he criticaled. Come on. Whap, whap. Hit me in the mask. Right in the eyes. The Guy Fawkes mask is pretty good face protection. Another MP3 with an empty battery. Compression shorts that are damaged. Yeah, I really don't need most of this. I guess we'll take the battery. Okay, let's head over to this pond a little carefully here. Not only are there fish here, but there are cattails as well. So we now have a water... Oh, I didn't have safe mode on. Luckily, none of them can see us. My concern is that they will see the fish. In fact, they may already be approaching. Yeah, these two have seen me. They may actually already be tracking to the fish, which means we might end up with additional enemies coming at us. I'm not really sure what they're doing. It does look like they're going to track through the water. I thought this would obscure that. Oh, this is not. I was thinking this was a wall because it was blacked out. This is actually some kind of dock type area or a walkway. A little peculiar that it's asphalt instead of concrete. So we're going to let... Okay. The longer we stay here, the more likely they are to spot us. There's one in the water already approaching us. I would like for that one to exit the water and come to us so that we can fight her. It's going to take several turns for her to arrive. In fact, once they're underwater, does their vision stop? Oh, there she is. Oh, no, there's two. Are they all tracking to me? I don't really get what they're doing. I thought only the one fat zombie had seen me. I'm not sure where the second fat zombie came from. We're going to let them track to us again. They did destroy a cattail, unfortunately. Let's just fight them. Our head, actually, our head is at 1. Why did our head go down even further? Because she hit us in the eyes. Oh man, this is a little risky. Yeah, this is definitely risky. Hit me in the foot. Yeah, don't smash. I shouldn't have done that. Go ahead and deal with this one as well. Please don't hit me in the head. Really, any other body part is fine. Arm, that's fine. Okay. Balaclava. Anything else? Okay, so we have the rucksack and we have the helmets. So let's hopefully wash these without those enemies approaching us. Can't wash a bike helmet with... Yeah. I need a wash kit. Okay. We don't have any rags. Let's head back. Of course we failed to climb the fence because unlike real life, your Cataclysm character basically fails to climb about 1 time in every 3, seems like, would be my guesstimation. We should have some rags laying around. Give me a rag. Give me a wash kit. Because a bicycle helmet is a hard item, so it can't be washed with the washboard. Dispose, yes. Wield the quarterstaff once again. Okay. Is there any other source of water nearby? I don't think there really is. So we're going to head back to the pond. There is, again, zombies on the other shore, which is concerning. But I think of course we failed to climb. Of course we did. We're incompetent. So I don't think they're going to be able to see us from where they are. It does make me nervous, but we can't wash at night. So we're going to do this now. Go ahead and give me the wash kit. Use the bike helmet. Bike helmet. 2 cleanser. Use the rucksack as well. I'm not sure how long it actually takes to do this. No, ignore. You washed your items. Excellent. Now dart away to safety, just in case. Okay, we're going to head back. Now the reason we did that is because you can craft with damaged items. Did I hear thumping? I guess I did not. You can craft with damaged items, and I believe it gives you a fully healed item when you do that, but you can't craft with filthy items. So we needed to clean it first before we would be able to... What's our back? Our backpack is fine. We wouldn't be able to do that until we clean the items. So let's look again at our head coverage items. We should now be able to make, yes, the mining helmet, which is not optimal because it is going to cost us our flashlight. But there's no option to make just a regular hard hat or anything. So we're going to make the mining helmet, which should be fully repaired when we fabricate it. Costs us string, flashlight. We want to make sure the flashlight does not have a battery in it so that we're not using up a battery-filled flashlight. I'm assuming you can't use a battery-filled flashlight, but we'll go ahead and make sure by unloading. And then we will make the mining helmet. Use the long string, please. Place the mining helmet on a chair. Wear the mining helmet. You'll see it's fully repaired, which means it has a bash and cut of 8, which is more than enough to circumvent basic damage from basic zombies. The fat zombies, tough zombies will probably be able to penetrate it. Anything that's like a special type of zombie can probably penetrate that, but really the goal here is to get some amount of protection on our heads so that we're not constantly at risk. Now the other problem is that it doesn't cover as much of my head as I would like. So if we look at the mining helmet, oh, it has 80%. I thought it said 55% coverage, so 80% is not bad. It will most of the time hit the mining helmet, and again, the mining helmet will absorb most damage without being destroyed. Unfortunately, it's not sturdy, so it is going to take damage over time, but again, this was something we basically made. The hardest to source ingredient for the mining helmet was the flashlight, and I believe we found 4 of those already, so really not a concern. We have been leaving them behind. I think we left 2 of them in this house. So worst case scenario, we just need to source more flashlights. So that's something. We are tired, which means we can sleep again, which means we can up our skills to first aid and hopefully regain some health overnight. We are hot, which is becoming an issue. Really not much I can really do about that. Once we extinguish the fire and it becomes nighttime, it will be less of an issue. If we go to sleep now, we should have eaten first. If we go to sleep now, we'll wake up in the middle of the night, which maybe would allow us to explore somewhat. Okay, we've eaten most of these super perishable foods, so we'll just work on some of these things. Rhubarb, okay. Apple, sure. And then, I don't know, eat a kiwi. You shouldn't eat kiwis. They're adorable birds. Eat some. We really want something with a little bit of calories to it, so why don't we look through here. Pieces of bacon. And sure, some dried salad. So, oh, we're already sated. Let's not eat the dried salad. Let's eat some OJ. One more. Okay, so we're engorged. Normally I don't eat to be engorged because in real life you generally try not to eat too much. Unfortunately, our only protection is these bookcases, which is a little bit concerning because I am a heavy sleeper and poor hearing, so there is a potential that we do just wake up one day being eaten by zombies. Let's go ahead and apply a makeshift bandage to our arm, which will increase our first aid to level 1. And then we will bandage our other arm, and we will apply disinfectant, which would be one of these. Antiseptic is what I'm looking for. I'm still looking for disinfectant, and it's not disinfectant anymore. Let's go ahead and throw on our final bandage to our head. Makeshift. Ah, you're not even boiled. Ah. Okay, start a fire. Because we do want every little bit that we can get to restore our health. So let's make bandages. Boiled makeshift bandage. We'll just make 2 of those. And then we will apply the... Oh, dude, we did not pick them up. Pick them up. Apply the boiled makeshift bandage to our head. So we're disinfected. We are... I mean... Yeah, there's literally nothing else that we can do. Let's go ahead and drop everything up here that we don't need. We picked up all this stuff that we're not presently using. I think I'll hold on to the rucksack until our leather backpack gets more damaged. Then we will tend to that. We are in minimal pain. We are warm, but that should be dropping slightly. Very poor, very poor. So our first aid skill is now 1 at 3%. Getting to 2 by applying things is not really feasible. So unfortunately, we're going to have to find some books or things like that in order to, advance that in other ways. Go ahead and sleep. Hopefully we don't wake up being eaten alive, which is a genuine fear that I have of being eaten alive, as do most people, because, primitive human beings, we were eaten alive, and it's kind of terrifying. Our head has recovered nearly a full tick of... full vertical pipe. There it is. We're at a 2 of 5, which is not terrible. It's not good, and but now that we have the mining helmet, I do feel more comfortable stepping outside. So we did get a full vertical pipe from one night of sleep, so that is good. Do we need anything else? Because it is nighttime, I would like to venture out pretty much immediately to explore somewhat. Why didn't we hit these houses when we came up here? Was there a reason for that? I remember there were zombie dogs up here. We didn't feel like we weren't comfortable dealing with an entire horde of zombie dogs. But I can't really think of any reason why I didn't hit other buildings. Like, I don't know why I didn't hit these 2, since we came up this way and kind of knew they were clear. Never did hit the pizza parlor. I'm sure most of that's rotten, but we can check it out. Subway station. If we take our cash cards, we can get a lot of junk food and beverages. Matchbook. I don't think there's anything else I desperately need. Halligan bar is 1.25 liters. What is the makeshift crowbar? 1.5. So we're not going to replace that. I thought we would drop it to get something smaller, but it's actually smaller than the makeshift crowbar, which is pretty absurd considering how big Halligan bars actually are, but that's okay. Go ahead and eat something before we head out. We will eat that salad now to get more calories in us, and then we'll just eat a little melon to fill our stomach. And I do think we're going to go immediately to loot. So we have the quarterstaff, we have the Halligan bar as a backup weapon, we have the matches, we have a butcher tool. Normally I would keep the hammer and screwdriver in my inventory, but I don't think we need to. There's not necessarily any kind of work that we're going to be doing. So, oh, that's a boulder. Hello, boulder. I think we'll head south and check these houses first. I do think we saw zombies down here, but I don't remember what type or how dangerous they would be. So we're just going to pop in. Once again, flashlight with a battery is pretty good. Let's check here. Lighter. We really don't need to continue hoarding lighters. I think we're okay. We'll pick up cola, but cola is usually the first thing I drop. Apparently someone added Snuggies to the game, which I think were one of the dumbest inventions that humanity has ever come up with. It's like, it's a blanket, but you wear it. It has sleeves. Oh boy. We're going to pick this gallon jug up. I'm sure we'll end up dropping it when we need volume, but having another gallon jug would be nice. Cough syrup. Nice little pantry here. Chicken noodle soup. Who doesn't like chicken noodle soup? Another steak knife. Some hardtack is also pretty good because it never goes bad. Copper pot. Bologna. Cranberry juice. I generally don't grab bologna in the game just because it rots relatively quickly. So here we have 3 weeks not very long-term survival food. And if you're not making bread, you can't make meat sandwiches. Like, that's the main thing I would use bologna for. We'll take it, but it seems unlikely to me that we'll actually get through all of it before it would go bad. Plate is not interesting to me. Definitely going to check the basement. Front door's broken out. Never a good sign. Maybe someone hit the golf ball in through the window. Who knows? Maybe someone's trying to tell a story with their map gen. What do we got? Novels, no thank you. Time, no. Okay. Let's check the basement. What is that? Is that a spork? That is a spork. Okay. Someone just asked me yesterday if there were sporks in the game, and I said I don't know. Yeah, on Christmas, someone very new to the game, so we got the Survivor basement. Someone new to the game said, you know, hey, anybody want to pop in voice chat? We're on the Discord and kind of talk me through what I'm doing. And I didn't really have anything to do, and I was just editing videos, so I can do that while I'm talking to someone. So I popped in and we talked for a bit. There were like 5 other people. I was really surprised how many people turned out to be supportive and helpful. Call bar is basically just a crowbar, but it has it's literally a pry bar, but instead of, well, it's just crowbar. It has, I feel dumb. This is a small prying tool with a clawed bend at one end for pulling spikes. Use it to open locked doors without destroying them, or to lift manhole covers. You could also wield it to bash some heads in. So we'll take that because it is a very low volume. That can become our thing that we carry with us to open doors. Sorry I'm dumb. Sorry that I can't string together a sentence. It's always been my real weak spot in existence, is forming coherent thought and expressing it out loud. Hand crank is occasionally useful if you don't have a recharging station. We can drop the bleach in exchange for the gallon of soy milk, almond milk, my mistake, because there's a lot of calories and quench in almond milk, whereas 2 charges of bleach aren't really going to do anything for us. Mess tin, we don't have the volume for it. We're going to have to drop some stuff anyway. There's going to be guns and ammo here that we're going to want. Grab the duct tape. Okay, let's start dropping some non-essentials like the sweatshirt we don't need. Really don't need another flashlight. Don't need the M240. I don't know why I picked it up. It's so damaged. Don't need the belts or casings. None of that is really... It's not even a belt. It's the linkage for the belt. Canned tomato. Sure. Canned meat soup. Sure. Oh, those are large cans. These are the 3-liter cans? Is that what I'm seeing? No. Medium can. 0.5 liters. There's the large can. So a while back they added... medium and large cans to the game. I think they were 2 separate PRs. Large cans came first. Basically, they're 3 liters worth of food, which is 12 portions apparently of beans, which is quite a lot of calories. They are very large and difficult to maneuver, given that we have some limited storage space at the moment. There's the guns and ammo. Now, I don't think, okay, 1911's pretty great. One of the better handguns. Well, really, I mean, mostly just because it's 45, as opposed to most of the handguns you find, which are 9mm, which is less damage. But anyway, I don't think there's any secret areas in this map. I don't think this basement has a secret area. So what I think we will do, we're going to go back to our base, drop off all the food we found, because there is a lot of value in the food we've found. Like those 3-liter cans that I want to take. So I do think we're going to make a trip back, and then we'll come back and get the guns, because of course the guns are very valuable as well. Didn't even register that there was an enemy because I forget to turn off safe mode, or turn on safe mode all the time. Take a fresh matchbook. Really don't need more knives. Bandage. We will unload the cell phone, however, and take that with us. Okay, head back to base here. Brainless zombie came out of nowhere. Drop off all of our stuff. We only have 1 round for the 1911 right now, so we're not going to hang on to that. Otherwise, I would start carrying it with us just for a little bit of added protection. I want to dump these cargo pants as well. Clothing can be pretty voluminous, so I really don't want to carry that around. We'll go back, fetch the guns, continue looting. Yeah, it was fun to kind of talk. You know what I realized is that there were like 5 or 6 people talking to this new player, and this new player basically had no idea, right? They'd played maybe 1 game or 2 games. They really didn't know what they were doing, and so it was really basic information for the most part. It was like, oh, hey, well, if you smash that, you can make a makeshift crowbar, and, you know, oh, well, you know, if you press the capital V button, you can tab to see the monsters that are nearby, and, you know, oh, it shows the little exclamation points so you know that they've seen you, that kind of stuff. And mostly it was that really basic, like, helpful information that it really does help to know. But every now and then, someone would say something that was like I think someone said, oh, you can disassemble that for some decent electronics parts. And I just remember thinking, like, this, like, no disrespect to this guy or to anyone who was involved in this conversation, but my first thought was like, this dude's gonna die in like 30 minutes of game time. Like, he is very new to the game. He's pretty much guaranteed to die in the immediate future. I don't think he needs to know about, like, disassembling things for electronics crafting parts. And it was just interesting to me to see people, like, to see what people think are valuable information. Because it's something that, man, there's so much stuff in this one shelf. Like, tons of leather, which I kind of want to take apart all the stuff for leather. Lots of gem materials, or precious metals, copper, gold, platinum. There's a belt. There's all kinds of stuff. Knee pads as well. I almost missed the knee pads. Definitely put those on, because they have no encumbrance, which I still think needs to be adjusted, because they should have some encumbrance. Bracelets, more copper. I don't want the earrings, really. I don't even really want the precious metals. I just took them more or less out of habit. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Okay, let's try to plow through this quickly. Work gloves. We already have a thermal electric outfit. What does that disassemble for? Turns into... No, where's the disassembly menu? It does not say. I thought it said in that menu. Let's look at... Thermal electric. Does not say. Disassemble? Okay, I'm not going to bother with it. We'll just take it with us. You know, I feel like with all the stuff I just picked up, yeah, we're practically full again. Let's head back to base and dump this stuff off. It was just interesting to see what people think is important information to share. And a lot of it, honestly, is stuff I wouldn't have thought to share. Like, mostly it's like, I didn't think it was the optimal way to teach someone how to play, really. And it got me thinking about, maybe I ought to do like a, you know, tutorial playthrough, like where I start in the evac shelter, kind of give you a rundown of what your first couple days should look like, what to prioritize, you know, explain everything as we go, like, oh, this is what the menu, you know, the UI looks like, this is where to look for this information, and this is how butchering works, and this is how crafting works, and this is your crafting menu, and this is how to navigate, you know. And I just thought, like, maybe I should do something like that. I know Vormithrax, of course, has done that. But I thought it would be fun. And I thought, I have, even though I'm not super good at the game, I'm pretty knowledgeable about the game. And I thought, I don't know, don't judge me. Don't judge me, internet. Anyway, I think we're going to carry the M9 with us, just because we do have a fair number of rounds for it, and because we can unload the pipe rifle. Why can't I unload the pipe rifle? There it is, pipe rifle. Excellent. I also think, what is the SKS? 762. Okay, that's fine. Why is it pink then? I thought pink meant it shared an ammunition type with you. What does pink mean? I don't know. It's pink. Yeah, see, the ammunition is highlighted in pink. I thought that meant they shared ammunition. 9x19. Where does it show fouling again? Fouling. Fouling is caused by firing gunpowder rounds repeatedly, which reduces reliability and can eventually cause damage to the gun. Fouling accumulates slowly unless black powder is used due to the design. Levels thousands of rounds without cleaning your firearms. So where do I see the amount of fouling? It's a bar next to the gun, correct? So if I look at my inventory, there's no bar next to it. So why is it saying there's fouling? I mean, it's a pretty easy fix as far as things go. I think we need a pipe cleaner. Anyway, that's not... What is that? That appears to be a human being. I guess that's the thermal electric suit. We should really call the episode, actually. So in the next episode, we're going to continue looting, I think. I think we had a fine run today. We got a helmet armor, which is very, very, very valuable. We washed the rucksack, which also is pretty valuable. And we healed a little bit. And now we're venturing out to gather more supplies. All those are things that you normally go through in the course of a game. So hooray, we're playing Cataclysm. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, maybe consider liking, leaving me a comment, subscribing if you haven't already. I'm getting very close to 400 subscribers as of this recording. So won't that be nice? And that's going to do it. So I'll see you next time.